YouTube is a weird place, family. Very weird. Let me send this out to my brother JC real quick. For those of you that don't know, I was on my other channel, the Painful Excellence Podcast, and I was dropping some jewels. I was dropping some gems. And these motherfuckers, but y'all can't stop me. There you go, Jay. I got a strike on the other channel. Just give me a strike. You believe that? Ain't that something? Ain't that something?
Unbelievable. It ain't like they didn't know who video it was because you had the whole thing on the screen.
Yup. Ain't that something?
Wow.
Ain't that something? I got a strike on the other channel. They said I can't. Exactly. They said I can't post for 1 week on the Painful Excellence Podcast. For one strike, I can't post for 7 days. Ain't that something?
Not surprised, bro.
Dogs. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Now, for those of you that are just now getting here, you know what I'm saying? I got a strike on my other channel because I was keeping it too honest. I was keeping it way too honest. That's dope, y'all. That's real dope. Let me see something. Let me pull this other one up. That's all right. That is okay. There we go.
Amazing.
So now that I gotta do this shit here, I gotta set my shit up. You know, to keep the clowns out, because we doing real talk over here. Ain't that something?
Not surprised, bro.
Ain't that crazy? But that's all right. We still gonna do the pep talk over here. This is why you make 2 channels. I actually got 3 YouTube channels. Yeah, I don't know about the third one. Now, for those of you that don't know what the fuck I was talking about over there, but that story was interesting with paternity court, was it not? He wasn't the father. He wasn't the father. You understand? And for those of you that are just now getting here, you know, this is what we do over here. Let me show y'all what I was talking about. All right, now I gotta do this over here on this damn channel, man. I have 2 channels for a fucking reason. I'm gonna highlight the important part. And I ain't gonna be on here much longer. These dudes, man, YouTube is weird. Now, if I use too much of that content, then it is what it is. But I got a whole strike for that. That's crazy. That's crazy. Whatever, man. But I'm gonna go ahead and cook. Now I'm aggravated.
What up, Jeff?
Let me reiterate. No, I'm not, because I know what the problem is over there. But truth is truth. Truth is truth. And let me read this to y'all. Again, the payment amount for such obligation shall be determined by the court. in consultation with the mother, taking into account the best interests of the mother and child. Any measure to establish paternity of a child, born or unborn, shall not be required without consent of the mother. Men, let me tell you something. Y'all better watch where y'all slinging y'all ding-a-ling. Y'all better watch where y'all slinging y'all ding-a-ling. Y'all better watch it. Y'all better watch it. You understand? Watch where you slinging your ding-a-ling, y'all. I'm telling you. Because this is going to be a problem for y'all. For those of you that don't know, that are just getting here, this is the bill that they are proposing for women to collect child support for unborn children. They don't give a fuck whether you are involved or not. You could be home, sitting at home, and you could not have touched that woman in a month, and you'll get a call. And they'll say, yo, look, shorty, 3 months in, first trimester, 3 months in. What you gonna do? What do you mean what I'm gonna do? I ain't see her in months. Well, she said you the father. I'm not the father. I ain't seen her in months. Well, you got a problem there, buddy. You got a problem. You got to pay child support. And we don't care what you say. Because what is this law that they're opposing says? Any measure to establish paternity of a child born or unborn shall not be required without the consent of the mother. So when you saying, yo, fuck it, let me get a DNA test, she could be like, nope. And you got to pay. You see, truth is truth. I don't care what YouTube says. I got a 7-day strike on my other channel, Painful Excellence Podcast. That's dope. But truth is truth. Okay? Y'all don't know why DNA is important? Go to the paternity court channel. Just put in paternity court and just watch. We'll put special emphasis on the women who lie on these dudes, and when they come in there with grown-ass kids. That man came in there with grown kids. Grown. They were grown. And a child that wasn't his, by the way, he went to jail for 5 years on a lie. Shorty lied on a whole DNA test, lied. He went to prison for 5 years. Had to reestablish his relationship with his real son, and the one that he wasn't sure about, turns out it wasn't his. Roe vs. Wade, y'all still want to fuss with me about that? Don't do it. Not when they're trying to pass shit like this. I don't want to hear it. I told y'all a long time ago, there's a war on men. Everywhere you turn around, they're trying to emasculate us. We're looking up, we're seeing gay stuff everywhere like it's normalized. Listen, I ain't got no problem if you live like that. But what you're not going to do is shove it in my face and try and make me accept it as normal. It's abnormal. I'm not wishing death on you. I'm not wishing any bodily harm. I'm just saying, you live like that over there. But what you're not going to do, like this twerking lady in Long Island, the senator in Rhode Island, twerking for thank you, Spurgood Marshall. Roe vs. Wade is based off of a lie anyway. Y'all do know that, right? This twerking black idiot, that woman up in Rhode Island, you know she wants to teach first graders how to masturbate. Kids as young as in first grade how to masturbate. You know that? Y'all know that?
Whoa.
I couldn't believe it. LaRon had to tell me that. I said, wait a minute, what the fuck is this? What is this?
Wow.
And she's a part of that community. And I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. Y'all vote for the presidential elections. The real vote takes place in your county, your borough, your towns. Because you focused over here, they're sliding in these little bills. And if you don't vote for who's in charge or what, you're going to fuck yourself, man. You're like, how does bill get over here? What do you mean they teaching my first grader, my 8-year-old how to masturbate? What is that? Oh, you didn't know? You didn't vote for that bill? Oh, well, it's in there now, and it's part of our curriculum. There's nothing you can do about it. What the fuck you mean? You can't keep the kid home because that's labeled as abuse. They are cornering us. That Buzz Lightyear movie, you know, that's banned in certain countries because they have a relationship, a lesbian relationship, and they have a child. Everywhere we turn, it's in our face. Look, we can coexist with y'all, man. It's all right. But stop trying to force this in our grill like this. So you got that shit going on. You got the black household broken up and fucked up. And then you got this bill that they're trying to push. Did y'all read that? This is it, y'all. Salute to Spurgood Marshall in that super chat. He said, preaching the gospel, Brother Drew. All big facts. No doubt. I'm on the job. And listen, they can get on there and say what they want to say. I'm going to say what I'm going to say. That's how you live, and I don't agree with it. And I don't have to explain myself. This is not how I was raised, man. And again, I'm not wishing bodily harm on you. No, I'm not doing that. I will tell you to keep your lifestyle out my face. Stop doing that. So you got that nonsense going on over there. And then you got bills, they trying to sneak this in. Now you chicks was rolling on the floor with this R versus Wade shit. Are y'all gonna roll on the floor about this? Because this ain't fair. I don't see not one feminist talking about, you know what, that's not fair. I'll raise my child on my own. We don't need no man. No, y'all need our wallets. That's all y'all want. Y'all want our wallets. Y'all don't respect us. Y'all don't like us. Y'all don't even want us around. Y'all boss bitches, right? I'll read this for you again. Any measure to establish paternity of a child, born or unborn, shall not be required without consent of the mother. The mother calls it. You're like, yo, I'm not the child's father. Yes, you are. Nah, I need to establish paternity. Miss Fuquana Bonquisha, do you want a paternity test? Now. You're stuck for 18 years and 9 months. The 9 months is the whole time she was pregnant, which means on month number 5, you found out she's pregnant, you owe her back child support, and they determine the amount. You know what, man? Fellas, do you understand why a lot of men are saying, you know what, fuck this? And by the way, the paternity court show that I was showing on my other channel that got me to strike, that was a white man. It's not only black men, it's not only Hispanic and Asian men going through this. It's all of us. You know why some of these men are saying, you know what, I don't know what's going on in here in the States, but there's this thing going on. They're training women not to need us. And like I said on my other channel, if you listen to me talk like this for the first time, let me be very clear. Any woman that says, yo, I don't need no man, ask them this. If the lights go out right now, when I say lights go out, I mean all the power in the world. Satellites start falling out of the sky. There's no social media. You can't contact with your brothers online. There's no Facebook. There's no Instagram. There's nothing. You can't even fucking turn the goddamn lights on in the house. It's back to the primitive. The first thing you got to do is, yo, oh shit, I'm going to run to the supermarket and grab as much as I can until we figure it out. If the world goes dark, I want every feminist woman to tell me how they'd make out. Because I know if I run inside the supermarket to grab something and it's the last of whatever is being held, and I say, yo, look, my family need that, and you feminists is holding it, how you gonna stop me? How you gonna stop me? Me. You ain't stopping me. It's kill or be killed at that point. You got something I need, my family home, I'm sorry. I'm gonna be nice and ask you, give it to me. Give it to me. I don't want to hear nothing. It's not about you. It's every man for themselves. Y'all heard that saying before. Every man for themselves. They don't say every woman for themselves. It says every man for themselves. Fork it over, whatever the fuck it is, give it over. Because if you don't, I'm not gonna ask you again. What are you gonna do? Call the cops? The world's dark. The cops got their own families. They're not coming. You'll get up off the floor a day later because I'll put you to sleep for 24 hours. You'll wake up off the floor, all the groceries ravaged. You got Nike and Timberland imprints all over your face. You don't know what happened. It's a day later. Your jaw broke. You're like, oh my God, that nigga really hit me. Yeah. A man done kicked in your door. A man kicked in your door and took all your shit. You don't need no man. Go ahead. We exist for a reason. This shit ain't equal, never been equal. That's a fucking fantasy that Sally Jesse Raphael and fucking Oprah, they all sold you that bullshit. I don't care if you're listen, y'all know we love Clarissa Shields. I don't care if you're Clarissa Shields. You think she beat me in the fight? No, it's not happening. She could beat up probably a lot of guys. She's not beating up me. I'm like, man, she got a pot roast in our hands. I need that. Come up off that. She gonna drop the pot roast and throw hands, and I'm gonna rag her up because I'm a fucking man and she's a woman. Bottom line. That's it. And I'm not the average size man. I'm bigger than the average man. Do I hold on? Do I try and fight this big nigga for the pot roast? Or do I run? I might be able to outrun him. She won't. I'm also a lineman. She won't get away with a pot roast. You know, the streets gotta eat. Yeah, exactly. Ricky Lake. It's always been war on us. Always. Men, you see what they're trying to do. The battle lines is drawn, y'all. I want to know how many feminists are standing up for men's rights. I'm sorry, feminists don't stand up for men's rights. They don't give a shit about this. They don't. But we were supposed to care about. You see why I didn't care about Arbers's way? Do you see? That was what, 2-3 weeks ago, and now they're trying to push this. Listen, this might get pushed through. What you gonna do? Some of y'all are married. This don't affect y'all. Some of y'all got vasectomies. This don't affect y'all. What about your sons? What about your nephews? What about your male cousins? There's women licking their chops right now. Oh, Roe versus Wade. It don't seem so bad now. You making me keep the kid as long as it's being paid for. Y'all want our penis and our wallets. Y'all don't want nothing else. Y'all don't want love. Y'all don't want marriage. Y'all don't want none of that shit. Y'all don't like us. Y'all don't want us around. So my thing is this. I kind of see what's going on in the States, and I feel bad for brothers that are looking for the right. And I'm not saying all women are like this, but you got to shift through a lot of bullshit. But this is why a lot of men are packing up and getting the fuck out of Dodge. They ain't dealing with this bullshit. They're not. Let me read it for the last time, y'all. It says here, any measure to establish the paternity of a child, born or unborn, shall not be required without the consent of the mother. So she could be dead wrong, but she got you, nigga. Again, y'all gotta be even careful who you talk to. Check your contact list. That chick you got the phone number from, that you took out to eat several times and didn't get lucky. Let me explain something to y'all. Alphas make the babies. Betas take care of them, which is why you shouldn't be laying up with no chick that already got a child, man. Because the alpha will knock her up and you will be a victim of this law right here. Your union won't save you. Your councilman won't save you. A vote can save you. It's the Republicans, y'all. Bullshit. If this law gets passed, there's gonna be a bunch of dudes either committing suicide or there's gonna be a level of violence you've never seen in this country before over this shit. I'm telling you. That's why dudes, there's a whole goddamn channel called Zoom to Thailand. Dudes is going over there and finding women and coming back to the States. No bullshit. Men as a whole. I just saw this video of a fucking white man that went to goddamn, where'd he go to? Ghana? He got himself a black wife and he said, I'm tired of this, the hookup culture. He was tired. Now, of course, sure, they looked like a kidnapped victim, but she wasn't complaining. It looked funny, but that was his wife. That boy plays salute. So this is what we're dealing with here as a culture. This whole culture, this era is an error. Oh, niggas ain't shit. You know why? Because they raised by single mothers. A lot of these niggas out here that ain't shit, they raised by single black women. That's a true story. Y'all are fucked up, and when y'all fucked up, y'all console each other. It's okay. It's not your fault. It is her fault. No accountability. This is fucking retarded. Men, take your dick and go home. You get with a chick, you better make sure at this point you should be dating with a purpose. Once you hit your 20s, it's okay to like date or whatever, but once you hit your 30s, you need to be dating with a purpose, man. Ladies, your market value is fucked when you keep spitting out these kids and you're not even married. You can't even say I'm divorced. But you want these men to come into your goddamn world and fix your fucking bullshit. It don't work. Y'all better hope this doesn't go in. I mean, shit, for all I know, there could be a chick on my job scheming right now. I'm gonna get knocked up and I'm gonna say it's Drew's baby. I dare you. I will sue you for fraud. I had a vasectomy in 2010. I'm busting powdered milk. You go ahead and say it's mine. I fucking dare you. I dare you. I will sue your ass. Women fuck off their lives. They fuck off their youth from 18 to like 30. And a kid or two later, okay, I'm ready to be a wife. Fuck out of here. You'll be lucky. I'm not saying it's impossible, but you'll be lucky. But fellas, you see this fucking law they trying to push? You don't even have to be in the same state, but for 9 months, you'll be paying for that baby. Even if it's born, they're talking about DNA is up to the mother. You will be fucked up for 21 years and 9 months. Doesn't it seem like they want you just to play for the other team? They're trying to say you shouldn't have any faith in a normal heterosexual relationship. You just go ahead to the other end. Isn't it? JC, doesn't it sound like that's what they're trying to make you do?
Oh, yes, sir.
See?
This is crazy. You know, man, out of all the things that's going on in the States, bro, it's a couple of them mugs has the time to sit down and write some shit like this to put it to law, man. And it's like, it's weird as fuck, man. And like when we was on the show about a month ago, when we was talking about the abortion law thing, and I had said, man, the laws are finna get crucial. They finna pull some bull crap that don't make no sense. And I'm telling you, man, we may not be here to see it, man, but there's going to be all kinds of shit going on where the government is deciding what you eat, what type of water you drink, what time your ass got to be in the house, what time the lights got to be off. And it is the law, because they're making laws, they passing laws to control us, and it's crazy laws, man. So all I can say, man, is I don't know, man, because they, and the funny part about this that snippet you read, it not only does it says unborn, it says born. So that means that they trying to say is if a woman just say it's yours, you can't even get a DNA test without her consent. That's crazy. And you stuck with it. Drew, what happened to when he found out it wasn't his? How did the lady react, and what advice did the judge get that dude? Because I mean, I obviously ain't nothing he can do, but I mean, it's crazy.
Well, dude, you know, he threw his hands in the air, walked in a circle, looked at her. Everyone in the court looked at her. Her mouth dropped. The judge looked at her. They had to apologize to the son because there's some other dude, again, the alpha knocked her up, but the beta, who was being civil, he got hit with that. And then he took, there was a follow-up part where she took the woman and the son back to her chambers and had to talk to her. And I didn't even like how the judge was talking to her. I think she should have gave it to her, like, yo, what are you doing? You're about to be a grandmother. This do you know who the father? I mean, come on, you can't be nice. You cannot be nice in that situation. And this is what people didn't understand about Kevin Samuels. He was a straight shooter. Fuck being nice. All the women that was being nice and saying that he was wrong for the way he talked and his tone, all the women that told him that and was saying the same thing that he was saying, but in a nice, polite manner, all of them got shit on from the time he died until right now. The way Kendra G talks to her audience now is totally different. Pre-Kevin Samuels. Post-Kevin Samuels, now she understands him. She'll never say it. But watch her show now. Watch how she addresses the audience. There was some dude on there from Africa earlier in the week, and when he left the show, she bust down the goddamn audience. The women, like, yo, what are y'all talking about him like all crazy for? You know what I'm saying? When men do this and do that, y'all be all in the comments. She had this one bitch beam into her show saying, oh, you just want women to give up on their dreams to be pick-me's. No, how about tell them the truth? She got this new thing called Kendra Cam, where she wants the women to put the phone down and step back so they can see her whole shape. Isn't that a more quicker visual version to when Kevin used to say dress size?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And she's not the only person. There's other women that used to be dating gurus. They got out the business because they said women's expectation of a man was too unrealistic. He gotta be 6'4". He gotta be The Rock. Hair or no hair, he gotta be The Rock. But are you prepared to handle The Rock? And I'm not talking about in the fucking bedroom, because that's what they think it is. He got money, he got cars, and all I gotta do is sleep with him. No, first of all, your kitty cat is not the prize, stupid. Kitty cat is everywhere. The Rock is an actor. He's in a movie now that he was filming. He has scripts that are mailed to him every day, or his agents call him, yo, you got this movie line, you got this movie. Do you want this one? You want to do this one? You want to do this one? Yes, no, yes, no. Then he got to do appearances and commercials. He's probably not home in a month period. He's probably only home like 4 or 5 days out of the month because he's always working. And he ain't got time to come home to a woman saying, you don't spend no time with me. He ain't got time for that shit. The Rock don't have time for that shit. This is in fantasy land, man. A lot of women can't deal with a high-value man. High-value man works at least 16 hours a fucking day. And when he comes home, what he wants is his dinner cooked, his feet rubbed, his goddamn bathwater ran, and he don't want to come home to this. Shut up. Because he's dealing with real shit outside. He ain't got to deal with shit in his house, and he's paying for it that you're living in. Those are the cold hard facts. Y'all don't know how to deal with a high value man. It sounds cool. And then when you say, yo, well, why don't you just settle for not settle, that's a bad word. Why don't you just go for an average man? That's all right. Oh, what do you mean I'm settling? No. What do you mean you're settling? How many kids you got? 1, 2. You got 2? How many baby fathers? 2. How old are you? 35. So you got a used womb, 2 baby daddies. You ain't making more than $50,000 a year. And even if you are, so what? You still used up, you're past your prime, and you're settling for a man making $50,000 to $70,000 a year? You're settling because he's not 6 feet tall? You're settling? No. Men, we date downwards all the time because we will sacrifice looks for peace. Trust me. You ever looked at a dude and be like, yo, his wife is so beautiful. Why he cheat on her with that ugly bitch? Yeah, think about it, ladies. Think about why he did that. Think about it. Man, I ain't gonna belabor the point, man. But listen, JC, let them know how they can find you, bro.
Hey, man, you can find me on YouTube, JC Storyteller, or you can just search Google 3-Headed Monster. And you can find me. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram is where I live on Instagram at JC Storyteller, all one word. Linktree, the same thing. Go to my Linktree. You can catch my books and my website and all sorts of stuff that I'm involved with. Man, I appreciate you having me on, Drew. Man, it's always a pleasure to sit back with the God, man, and just soak everything in that you say, man. I just really appreciate it. I just hope we get it together, man. These politicians are nutcases. And
they are. They out their fucking mind. Shauna, both sexes do not settle. I'm not hearing that. They don't. I'm not hearing nothing, especially after this law that they trying to push. I'm not hearing nothing else. Both sexes do not settle. Men settle all the time. You have a man that's a multi-millionaire going there to get a 6-piece nugget and look at that cashier, and she's a 22-year-old paying for college books, but she's humble with a fresh pair of ovaries. Men date downwards. Women make $100,000 a year. Tell me what women you know that make $100,000 a year that dates downwards. A man could go inside of an Olive Garden, and the waitress that served the table, he'll give her the business card and build a life with her. A woman making $100,000 a year, she'll look at the fucking waiter and be like, yeah, he cute and all. I'd fuck him, but no. What he gonna do for me? I'm a boss. He's serving tables. What he gonna do for me? Y'all hold on to y'all. Women hold on to their status when they get it. And they don't want to date downwards. They want to do it on their level. What does that explain? I mean, man, I ain't gonna go through that shit. Y'all know that. It's the truth. It's the truth. Read this fucking law, fellas. Read this fucking law. One more time on the way out. Any measure to establish paternity of a child, born or unborn, shall not be required without the consent of the mother. This is an all-out war on men. It's a war on men. Fellas, take your dick and go home. It's over. If they pass that shit, it's over. It's over. These women, you're gonna be getting letters in the mail from a bitch you ain't seen in months. I'm telling you, man, this is a problem, y'all. This is a problem. That's what I'm saying. This is crazy. And when you be screaming for a DNA test, it's up to her, y'all. It's up to her. We ain't got nothing. R versus Wade, I don't care. They got shit like this on the table. I want to know how many women are going to say, nah, that ain't right. Don't do that to them. Don't do that to them. Don't do that. Don't do that. By the way, Roe versus Wade was based off of a lie. I don't know one chick that's a boss getting her bread dating a guy from McDonald's. I don't know one. Building a life with the guy from McDonald's. But I know several men that at a high status. Where'd you meet your wife? Oh, at the gym, you know, she was a college student. Oh, you know, she was waiting tables, or she was a bartender. We do it all the time. Why a boss bitch is gonna look for the guy buffing tables to do something for her when she can do it for herself? You don't need us until the lights go dark. And then you hear that crash in the fucking basement or in the living room. Oh, go downstairs and see what that noise is. Picture a man telling you to get out your bed and do that. Fuck out of here, man. I ain't going through this, man. But yo, for those of you that just got here, I had to pick up the Painful Excellence podcast on this channel because I got a strike tonight on my other channel because I played too much of Paternity Court. But I'm good. This drill's a point. You can still go subscribe to the other channel though. But this is how we do it over there, man. Salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelda Cash App. Salute to the Super Chat. Go subscribe to the other channel. I just can't do content there for the next 7 days. This is like ridiculous. I'm gonna start a Painful Excellence podcast. Other social media. I'll let you know. I'll let y'all know where that's up, man. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. But fuck the government, man. That's stupid. With that note, JC, I'll holler at you, brother. Get well soon. And I don't know. We'll be doing the Painful Excellence podcast here on this channel. You know what I mean? Until my strike is up. I'll see y'all soon.